Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. I am back again for your February 2015 monthly tarot horoscope. This is for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Aries. And my lovely Rams. And I'm wearing some very cool frog earrings to send everybody the financial mojo for this month of February. I know other psychics are kind of focusing on love, and I may do a special Valentine's love forecast for everyone. I haven't decided yet. But the thing is, I feel like a lot of people are focused on right now on their finances. And it's always good to send out a good financial vibe, I feel. Because the angels tend to forget, we live on a 3D earth plane, and it's a capitalist society, and we got to have money to survive. So I'm sending that vibe out there for you guys, some magical frogs energy. And I just shuffled, so I am rolling out the spread, but I just want to quickly tell everybody I am still doing private readings. I'm a little bit behind because I am a little bit under the weather, feeling a little bit like have had a cold kind of coming on for a couple days, and but I'm trying to get all these videos done so that everybody can stop yelling at me for being behind. But anyways, and if you want to do a private reading with me, feel free to email me, elizabetholson31@gmail. It's $75 an hour. I do 1 or 2 hour sessions. I am also doing the yearly special, which is $250. It's 2 hours for all 12 months, and it would go through February of 2016. And then I am now doing a special tarot cord cutting session combo. It's 90 minutes, and it's $100. Those of you who know, like you have an ex-boyfriend or an ex-husband or ex-girlfriend or ex-wife, somebody that, you know that isn't, you're thinking about them all the time, you're sleeping, when you go to bed, you're dreaming about them all the time, and you haven't seen them for like 10 years, chances are you need to have the cord of attachment cut. I do that with Archangel Michael. So it's like one long prayer. It's very healing, and I definitely recommend it for those of you who want the additional healing, okay? They don't want you guys don't want just the regular reading. You want more, okay? Because I'm offering that now, and I used to refer a lot out, but I feel like I've been blessed with additional psychic gifts, and those psychic gifts are kind of more enhanced now. Kind of growing into more abilities, which is really cool. So that's what I'm doing. Everyone that I've ever done it on has loved it. It always feels like really, really good afterwards. So it's good feedback. Let me just roll out your spread. Again, this is for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Aries. Okay. Aries, this is really actually a good spread. I'm really happy to see this for you. Right off the bat, you got the Lovers card on the track that you're on, okay? So this is really good for relationships. I feel like February is going to be a really good month. The focus for February for you, Aries, is relationships. I feel like you're in love, basically. If you're not in love, you're soon to be in love. You're on the relationship path. Now, if you're the person that's going, well, I haven't met someone in so long, and da-da-da-da-da, chances are you will. And maybe it's just what you want. Maybe you're ready for love. Maybe you're ready to meet someone. And most likely that will be happening in the month of February. This is a general reading. I get a lot of messages from people, and thank you so much for all of your comments and emails and stuff. But it is general. So if you want something more specific, please let me know. Feel free to email me. Again, it's elizabetholson31@gmail.com. So what's crossing you is actually, to me, this is interesting. It's the Aries, Capricorn, Leo, Sag, or Taurus male, okay? There's a lot of fire energy here. So Aries guys, I feel like this is you. And Aries females, it could be that Aries females, you're in love with either another Aries, a Leo, a Sag, a Taurus, or Capricorn male. I feel like it's a strong Leo-Aries connection. So I feel like Aries, you know, this is you, the girl here, and the Leo is the guy. And maybe also someone who has just a strong Leo in their chart. But I feel like it's an Aries-Leo dynamic. They do have a very strong Leo dynamic. And I actually just made some really cool, I don't know if you can see it. It's a really cool chicken soup for my throat because my throat is struggling along here because of my cold. Okay. So the foundation in the distant past, you were struggling to kind of keep your temper in check. There was a lot of volatility, extreme highs, extreme lows, anger, sadness, just like being okay one minute and then just popping the next. Or I call it bottling and then popping, you know, so you maybe contained it, but then you bottled it up and then poop, one moment he says something and boom, you're done. It could be also her, you know, guys that are watching this and they're in a relationship with an Aries. This could be your wife. This could be a girlfriend. This could be someone that's close to you, your sister even. Aries females, this is you, okay? So, the interesting thing is I always think the Temperance card is can be the card of divorce. So maybe in the distant past you got a divorce. It's also legal stuff. Filing court papers. This is also a Libra. So Aries males. Maybe you're in a relationship with a Libra female. And she is now your ex-wife because you got a divorce. And now maybe you're in a relationship with, I feel like it could be an earth sign female, actually. Like maybe a Capricorn or something like that. Capricorn or even a Taurus or even a Virgo. I feel like there's several matches kind of going on. We've got the Aries Libra. So some of you are an Aries Libra combination, which is classic, or you were, okay, because this is the past. And then now I feel like it's a very strong Aries Leo dynamic going on. But it could also be Aries Sag, Aries Cap, Aries Taurus. In the recent past, you have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is the medium, is somebody who is kind of living an alternative lifestyle. Sometimes they're the hippie type person. They may be into alternative therapies. They may be into herbs and tinctures and all kinds of stuff, like kind of like me a little bit. I feel like there's some secrets. I feel like there's some things that you wanted to know about maybe other people. Maybe Aries, you went to that person so that you could figure out what other people were hiding from you. What was it that you were not being told? Aries likes to kind of dig a little bit deeper, I feel, and get to the bottom of things, because Aries kind of is prone to being, especially Aries women are prone to, you know, people are very jealous of Aries women because they are showstoppers. They'll walk in you know, tight leather pants and like a bright red, you know, low top, you know, showing it all, and they don't care. And other women get really pissed off and jealous, and even men get jealous. I feel like jealousy is a big issue here. The secrets, though, it could be that Aries, you have secrets as well. You think there's things that you don't want others people to know, and I'm kind of getting a tingle on that. So I feel like you don't want other people to know your secrets, but at the same time, you want to know other people's secrets. It's kind of like a double standard a little bit. And it's interesting, what's crowning you is the free will card. And I just got this for, I think it was Pisces, in the same position, the crown position, which is like right on top of you. What's on top of you right now, beginning of February. Which is, I think of it as taking the bull by the horns. It's grabbing onto life and saying, this is what I want. This is how it's going to be. This is what I'll stand for. This is what I won't stand for. And spinning the wheel and saying, this is the way it's going to go. I'm going to make it this way because I want it to be this way. And Aries are very willful people. You know, they're the bossy, you know, the boss. They'll butt heads with somebody because they can, you know. The thing about this is the future has not yet been written for you. In the month of February, when you're dealing with this, it means that right now, your thoughts and your actions and your choices will determine your future. It doesn't always happen this way. There are certain things that are fated to happen. No matter what you do, it's going to be that way. But in this case, in the month of February, you're given kind of a golden opportunity to kind of spin the wheel and say, this is what I want out of life. This is what I'm going to go get. This is how it's got to be. It's a positive financial card as well, I feel. In the what you don't see coming, the position of what you don't see coming is the Three of Cups, which is being very social. And this doesn't surprise me because Three of Cups is, you know, celebration, celebrating good times, you know, with friends. It's social happiness. It's going out, you know, having some girl time, you know. You need to be more social. If you've been in, because to me this is distant past. So if this is you, Aries, because I think it's possible. It could be either you or it could be another person in your life. But I feel like if this is you, Aries, in the distant past, you spend a lot of time in solitude, in the quiet of maybe your own home. Maybe you didn't go out that much. Maybe you didn't have, you know, close girlfriends, you know, to spend time with. And in the future, you need to go out. You need to be social. This is also, you know, celebrating birthday parties and baby showers and maybe going, I feel like going to church, some of you is like, you know, maybe some church social or something like that. Being social. This is also just needing to go out with a bunch of girls and hang out and maybe have a glass of wine somewhere and just talk, you know. If you don't have a lot of girlfriends, you know, you need to start meeting people. So you need to go out to actually meet people so that you actually have people to socialize with. And then, now here's the thing. So you've got, I feel like you're in a cycle too. The Pisces one is in a cycle, and I feel like, you know, I feel like you may be in a relationship with a Pisces. Some of you are in a relationship with a Pisces. Because Pisces had this cycle as well. A similar cycle. Where you've got the Tower in the position of emotions. And the Tower can be fear, can be doubt, can be worry that the shit is going to hit the fan. That maybe the shit has already hit the fan and you're just like trying to deal with it all. Maybe, you know, you got into a big fight with somebody, you know, and that really pissed you off. And you're just like, maybe you got into it with Pisces, you know, maybe you're fighting with Pisces and you're just over the relationship, you know, you can't deal with it anymore. Or maybe the relationship you're in is too much like your old relationship with a Libra, and it's not enough give and take kind of thing. For the Tower to be in a position of your emotions, it's sort of just like unexpectedly you're feeling upset. You know, like you're just traumatized by something. Maybe you're traumatized by an argument that you had with somebody, or maybe you're traumatized by a conversation you had with somebody. And what's coming in from the outside is, you know, to me, these two things back to back, you've got the Tower card and together. So you've got the Tower card and you've got the girl who needs to get some rest. So emotionally, you got into this fight or did something like a big blowout happen. Or maybe you're just having strong like fear, energy, or doubt. And the universe is saying you need to get some rest. You need to retreat. You need to go back into that place of quiet and solitude. So it's kind of like to need to go out, but then need to have better sleep and to have peace of mind. It sort of feels very hot and cold. Like on the one hand, you need to be social, and on the other hand, you need time to be alone. It feels like you need to become more balanced because this is the Temperance and this is balance. It feels like you do need to have time by yourself. Aries needs to have a lot of alone time, quiet time to reflect. They don't like a lot of loud noises. They need to have their own head space, like where there's nobody talking to them and they can just think in their own mind. It feels like you just want to have fun. What we don't see coming is that you just want to go out and have fun. But at the same time, you want your own quiet time. You want your own time to reflect. You need to have your own space, I feel, like more alone time. So, and, the position of your attitude is, you're a mom. You're taking care of your 4 stuffed animals or your children or your child, and that's where your mind is at. But you need to have more fun because if that's all you're doing, you're not going out and having, a good time. You're not having your time to be social and to be happy and to go out and have fun. And then also you're not getting the sleep that you need. And so it's interesting because it feels very much like either like a working mom or like a young student or someone who's just trying to take care of their family, but they're very young and they're doing the best they can, but it's like they still want to go out. And they need to have more sleep too. It's like their sleep is disturbed or they're worried a lot. And the main message for you, Aries, is to you yourself need to have more of an open mind, okay? And I think of this as the mom who needs a day off. You need to hire a babysitter for a whole day or 2 days, maybe 2 nights, where you go away and you go out with your friends. Maybe take a little vacation somewhere. And moms, a lot of times, they don't like to let go of that control, because they worry about their child. And I get that. But at the same time, you do need to not worry, and you need to have more fun. So, the universe is sending you peace of mind, but it's also the messages you need to have. In order to have peace of mind, you need to get more sleep. So make sure you're getting your sleep, make sure you're resting, make sure you're not pushing yourself too hard. And this is also putting, there's a lot of burdens here. This is all about being responsible. This is about, just taking care of the family, and maybe you have maybe you have financial burdens, or maybe you're worried about taking care of your family, and so you don't want to go out, But we don't realize it's for your emotional health. You need to go out. And then the 3 of Pentacles is the outcome, which is being supported by someone. Maybe this is your husband. Maybe this is a boyfriend if you're a girl. And they switch places. This came up in Aquarius. So you may be in a relationship with an Aquarius as well. Some of you also, I think, got this in Aquarius, where you have, a very loving, supportive, either spouse or boyfriend. And you could be a male Aries and have a very supportive, female in your life, or you could be a female Aries and have a very supportive, male that's a different sign in your life. And so this could also be 2 females as well, that just kind of work together and support one another and they make a great team. You know, it's a really good ending. I feel like for the month of February. The only issue would be that, you know, emotionally, you're kind of disturbed. You're worried about a breakup. You're worried about a divorce. Or you're thinking about a divorce. Or you're worried about impending doom, you know, or you just got a lot, you know, or you got to get into a fight and it really, really gets to you, you know, or something happens, you know, unexpectedly and your emotions get really just like out of whack and you get really scared or really pissed off. But I feel like by the end of February, you will recover. I don't feel like this is a divorce. I feel like this is, although it could be, maybe some of you are thinking about getting a divorce. But others, I feel like, because it ends in this great partnership, it ends in this great supportive relationship, I don't feel like the majority of you are going to be doing that. I feel like it's more like whatever it is that pops up that upsets you is going to calm down by the end of February. I'm going to pick one final card just to see, you know, any final messages that come through. And, okay, so this is interesting because this is a negative card, but I like to talk about this card as kind of coming to the end of your rope, okay? This is the card of indecision, not knowing what to do, being on the fence, being like, but this is, to me, it feels very much like career, okay? Should I or shouldn't I? What do I do? And this card is a no card, but it's not like saying, no, you shouldn't. This is a card about switching careers. This is a card about opening up your own business, doing something different than the way you've done it before. Because the way you've done it before isn't really working for you. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe your job kind of, maybe got laid off or something. Maybe you got fired. I feel like some of you kind of been through a lot with career, and you're at this place where you need to figure out what you want to do with your life, you know? And she's standing on this cliff, you know, this path that just stops. You know, it's sort of like, you know, it's like coming to a stop sign and they're like nothing else after that. And you're like, okay, where's the earth? What just happened? If the earth was flat, there's this cliff here. This is what it looks like. This person is standing here, and they're like on the edge of this cliff, and there's nothing else. You come to the end of the earth, at the end of the you know, the path, and you're saying, okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? In this instance, I would say you would want to do like a comparison spread. I'm happy to do a comparison spread with my clients to compare different paths, you know, the different career options. To me, this feels very career. Can also be in relationships, you know, not knowing really if you want to continue on. Overall, to me, it feels like you need to come to a point where you've made up your mind. And the thing is most people cannot tell in Aries what to do. And my feeling is that you need to explore different career options, maybe get a job. A lot of people, like, you know, they kind of get stuck and maybe they get scared because the job that they had has come to an end, but then they're like scared to get back into that same thing because maybe they feel like it was taken away because it wasn't where they were supposed to be. And so they kind of go through all this thinking, but at the same time, you need to get back into the work fields. If you don't have a job, maybe get a part-time job just to get your foot in the door somewhere. Open up your mind to all the possibilities, okay? Don't just be like, well, I couldn't do that because my credentials don't totally line up. I've never done that before. You never know. Apply to a bunch of different things that you would never apply to, and see what comes from that. Because by opening up your mind, it's just, it's like saying to the universe, I'm willing to go where I'm needed. You don't want to become too scattered where you're applying to like 100 different crazy jobs a week, because that's giving the universe the wrong idea. But it's more just like, you know, if you're so focused on like it's got to be this way or this has got to be the field that you're in, it's time to switch. It's time to switch tracks a little bit, and kind of explore what the other tracks might look like. And like I said, I do comparison spreads, so it would be good for you and interesting to see what the energies are for your options. And I think that's it. That's all that I'm really getting. So I send you lots of love and prosperity and all the best in February. I'll be back. Maybe do a Valentine's Day reading, so we'll see. I don't get everybody too excited. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. So, anyways, I send you big hugs, big kisses, and I will talk to you guys again soon. All right, take care.